as a young black man, do you ever catch yourself masking your emotions or your pain?
Absolutely. Because I feel like, like you in tune, so growing up, and I feel like this is a universal black experience for black men, is you're not really taught how to properly process your emotions or express your emotions. And I say it all the time, outside of anger and lust, I want to say laughter, but some motherfuckers don't even know how to laugh. So outside of anger and lust, you don't know how to express nothing. So it's like, you can't.
By anger and lust, what you mean?
So anger, like
bang,
okay,
shoot 'em up and fucking bitches.
For me, period. You feel me? I can be mad. I can check your temp. I can do whatever I do out of anger. I can express that emotion. I can express lust. I can go get on some cheeks. You feel me? I can do that. I can deal with a woman. I can deal with a woman sexually, but not even intimately or romantically, because I can't be all the way vulnerable. I can't all the way express myself. So outside of them two emotions, it'd be hard to. But I mean, just where I'm at in life now, I've kind of become a little bit more aware of myself. So they're not the same type of battles, I deal with no more. And if I can't be fully vulnerable with myself with you, I don't really even want to deal with you. Partners, women, whatever, bro. I don't even. It's different over here.
For sure. All right, that'll lead me into the next thing. I want to focus on the young black mom.
Okay.
So, you were somebody that had your pops in your life.
Absolutely.
Throughout the course of your life.
Yeah,
so, you feel like you had an advantage having a father figure?
Absolutely. Now,
what's some of the benefits of having that for the people that don't have that?
Now I'm gonna say this too though. My pops was a stand-up dude. He was always there for us. You feel me? He was always there for his kids, basically. So it's like, and ain't nobody perfect. We all got our flaws and shit. But you feel me? He was at one point a young black man. He didn't have the right to help him navigate his process emotionally and shit. So that may have had some of his shortcomings when it came to fatherhood. Is him not being properly able to express himself and deal with his kids. Emotional needs and shit like that, but I know how to be there for you. I know how to give you structure. And as a person who's grown now, I can see you trying. I can see, like you did the best you knew how to do, and you did a good job of it. So, but back to your original question, the advantages, like I got structure, bro. I got structure, and I see my father, who's a real dude, a stand-up dude, who he ain't really make no excuses, bro. Like one thing he taught me for sure was accountability. Like you a man, I don't want to give a fuck. I don't want to hear why you couldn't make it happen. Make it happen. Yeah. You feel me? It's yes sir or no sir. There's nothing in between. You feel me? And it's like, so structure, accountability, and it's like once you see how a man conducts himself, like we all got our shortcomings, but he took care of his shit. You feel me? I took care of my household. I took care of my kids. I took care of home basically. So anything outside of that is outside of that. But for the most part, I'm giving you the structure to succeed basically.
So you got a pretty good idea of how to be I'd say, strong black man, an independent black man.
Yes. Like I'm saying, yes in the sense, but it's also like it's other shit that go into that too. So it's like, but for the most part, I got a nice little phenotype of what it is to be like that by looking at my pops. For sure.
That's huge because, so look, I'm gonna be real with everybody. I never had no pops growing up. And you see, I kick this shit the same way you kick it in a sense.
For sure.
So I always wanted to ask, and I know a lot of people that have father figures in their life, father figures in their life, and they still out here hustling backwards in a sense. No matter how they get their money, just how they program and stuff, they going backwards. So it can be looked at many different ways. Like I've never had no father figure, but I ain't did some of the same stuff dude doing over there. You had a father figure, which caused you to not make them same mistakes type of thing that dude been doing over there.
Right.
So it can be looked at many different ways.
And I think, and just based off the conversations that we had and the individual human being that you are, you may never have a father there, but you had some kind of structure. So whether that be moms or whoever was there did a hell of a job, whoever raised you did that shit, you feel me? And it may not have been a father there, I don't know. So did you have any kind of positive male reinforcement there, whether it be a grandpa, whether it be a coach, none of that?
I would honestly say,
niggas from the hood, anything?
My brother is 9 years older than me.
Okay.
I had my brother.
Okay.
But at the same time, we grew up together. So it wasn't really, hey,
Yeah.
But I learned from his mistakes. I learned from the foundation he laid down. So in a sense.
So, and then you an intelligent nigga. So I had this conversation with my aunt. His dad, one of the ones, let me say that. My aunt 40-something right now. His pop, probably 76, whatever. One of them ones, though. How we just leave it at that. One of them ones, you feel me? And his mom was one of them ones, you feel me? And I was talking to him, I'm like, bro, you ain't grew up with no pops, you feel me? And nigga, you from East Palo Alto, and East Palo Alto's East Palo Alto. You know what I'm saying? And you a stand-up dude, bro. Where did you get that from? You feel me? He was like, bro, I looked around at all the motherfuckers I didn't want to be like. You know what I'm saying? So I might not have had the right role models of who I didn't want to be like, but I know what I didn't want to be like. And these niggas is who I didn't want to be like. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what it was for me. Like I love all my older male figures in my life. I would salute y'all, I respect y'all, but at the same time, it was nothing but death for jail growing up. And some people say that, some people like really will say that, and it wasn't that. Like you lived in the suburbs, you were taken care of. Mm-hmm. I was taken care of, but at the same time, all the older homies that I looked up to, bro, if they wasn't dead by a certain age, they went to the county or they went to the pen.
For sure.
So I looked at that. I said that earlier in my partner. I'm like, I'm not going to jail.
Right.
I refuse to go to jail. It don't make sense to me. I'm not doing it.
No money, no pussy, nigga.
Bro. Nothing for me in there. I can't benefit in there.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I kind of did learn from seeing what not to do. More than what, like, hey, you go to school, you get a job, you work, you come home, you make sure these bills is paid, you do this, you do that. The most I had was my brother taking me to the park to go shoot basketball or something every now and then.
Yeah.
Or let's go work out real quick. Let's get in the weight room real quick.
Yeah.
So that was the most it was, but my mama is, she that. So it really was no lack though, you feel me?
For sure.
And this is for the people that grew up without a father and have a single parent household, single mom household.
Right.
Moms can do it. There really is it's no excuse, I say. Like, if you be like, you didn't grow up with no dad in your house, so you did certain things, I understand, I have empathy for it, but I have no sympathy for that because I grew up with a single mama that got 2 degrees.
But it's different variables, and not to cut you off, bro, but it's different variables, right? Like you said, right there, I'm exempt. You feel me? Like you just said right there. If moms had 2 degrees, like sometimes it takes a special type of person to be able to raise children on their own and still make sure they have all the emotional needs, the structural needs, especially if they're the opposite gender, to teach them how to be a stand-up man, or if your father raising a daughter to stand-up woman. Like, I feel like you have to be a special kind of person because at the end of the day, these are still people too flawed within their own right. So if you're still trying to navigate your life, you feel me, or you didn't have the best example on how to be a man, or whatever, or a man supposed to be, how do I think my son want to be, you feel me? And then I feel like, and it is very much possible, but I feel like there's certain, sometimes like life differences, like, okay, take mom for example, or I'm take my mom for example. My mom, I'm her baby, I'm her only kid. It's her job to emotionally, like she takes it upon herself and grown as fuck now, to be like, I'm gonna shield this nigga from the world. You can't shield me from the world. I'm not gonna let you feel it.
You really gotta let me feel it.
You gotta let me feel it, and you can't, because I'm not even that kind of nigga. I've been off my mama titty for a second, respectfully. So it's like, I'm not even that kind of nigga, but it's like certain moms that I'm gonna nurture you, I'm gonna shield you from all that shit. You feel me? Certain moms, they understand, like, hey, I don't know what it's like to be a young boy or whatever, but you gotta go out there and bump your knees and scrape your knees. That's part of your maturing process. You feel me? I'm not gonna always be here. I'm not gonna be here to shield you and save you from life. Go experience some of this shit. That was my pops. He was like, bro, I'm not gonna nurture you from this shit. Go experience that. You feel me? Yeah, you scared. I see you scared, but go do it.
For sure. You like, what's that? You touch the stove, you see how hot it is, stuff like that.
Yeah, mom's gonna be like, boy, get away from that stove, it's hot. Pop's like, all right, you are, don't touch it.
For sure.
Shit, yeah, I know, honey. Now come sit over here. You feel me?
For sure.
We at war. Hey, who is that? Watch out. Watch out. Ah. I'm hit.